Well, again, it was 2 months of hard work with these young men, so I'm proud of them because, again, to win a game the other night and then bounce back and start the game out the way they started was kind of nice to see. They were all pumped and ready to play, so that was nice, as we move forward.
First question, Jeff.
Game one, you guys really got out of the track meet and ran. This game seemed like it was more defensive oriented. How did you think you guys defended today?
I thought we defended. They had 30 points at halftime, and I think at the 15-minute mark they had only scored 4 points. They were sitting at 34 points, so our defense was solid, and I think the beauty about this game is they had a chance to really prepare for us by watching the first game, and that's probably why we didn't, score the ball. I thought we had a lot of good looks that we missed some shots, but they had a little bit to do with that as well because they were a little more prepared. But our guys never wavered in terms of our defense. That's what kept us where we needed to be in order to secure the win.
Okay, Zach, Tyler, then Schumann.
I guess in particular, when maybe things aren't coming as easily offensively because they weren't turning the ball over as much, just what does it say about your defensive performance that was kind of where you guys, it seemed like, dug in a lot more extended possessions and still forcing misses, still forcing bad shots?
Well, again, and I said this too, our defense has always been a little bit ahead of our offense. I'm just trying to offensively get these guys to think a little bit out of the box where they're not playing like robots. And I think the offense will eventually come. But I was pleased, with our offensive performance the other night. And tonight, when I go back and review the tape, I'm going to see that we had a lot of good looks that we just didn't finish. So that's a part of the game. But if your defense is solid and you rebounding the ball, you'll put yourself in position to win.
Tyler.
Coach, Jordan Geronimo the last 2 games has come off the bench with a lot of energy. When you were first watching tape from him, what kind of stood out to you, and what do you think the key is for him to kind of reach his full potential?
Well, here's a young man that hadn't played a lot of basketball. It's obvious when you watch him. But I think sky's the limit for him. He's athletic. He's just got to slow down and start really thinking the game. And I got to, help him in that area, put him in positions where he can be successful to help us win games. But he was really good these last 2 games.
Okay, last question, Mike.
Coach, talk if you could about the impact that Xavier Johnson had on this game today on both ends of the floor.
Well, again, I'm going to need Xavier. We brought him here because he was a starting point guard at Pitt and played well there for that ball club. And, we just got to get Xavier to understand, really how to run a team. That's the beauty about being a point guard. You got to learn how to run a team. There's a lot that's expected of you, as a point guard. I'm leaning on him because he's got to get the ball where it's got to go, and he still has to defend and do all the things that I'm asking him to do. So it's just not being the point guard rolling it out and say, go play. You got to think the game. You got to get other players involved, get the ball where it's got to go, and still you got to defend. So he was good tonight, though. I thought he bounced back from his performance the other night when he got in foul trouble early.